Chapter 47, where Team Purple is reunited. Mo was in huge pain, only being able to raise his head just a little for a short time. Axel and the others began to panic, now that Necrozma disappeared with the Origin Stone, while Tapu Koko seemingly remained calm, or remained the most calm. Ziggy rushed over Mo, kneeled down and laid his hand on Mo and Aaron's head. "Mo, Aaron, can you hear me?" he asked. He was worried, much to Mo's surprise and disgust. Mo tried to tell him to stop touching him, but he could only moan in his state. "Tapu Bulu," Tapu Koko ordered. "Take the adventurers with you back to our world. I will take the chosen one and go after Necrozma. Once you made it, warn the others. We'll end this today, together." Tapu Bulu nodded, then floated over to Ziggy, Aaron and Mo and proceeded to pick up the Pikachu. Tapu Koko turned to the overwhelmed Cyndaquil. "Axel, let us deal with Necrozma. We need you to stay safe. Once you get the chance to get the Origin Stone, go for it." Axel nodded unsurely. "I want to fight, too," Amy called out. She took Axel's hand. "It was my fault it came to all of this, and I will help fix this mess." Axel smiled at her. "I want to fight as well." Steve stepped in. "If we fight as a team, we really fight as a team, Team Red." Steve rolled over to them and Team Red joined again in a group hug. Tapu Koko watched worriedly. "Very well." Tapu Koko accepted. Meanwhile, Tapu Bulu picked up Mo and Aaron as well. Every single movement hurt like mad and he moaned quietly in pain. "Tapu Bulu," Tapu Koko called out before they departed. "Good luck. We will need all the luck we can get." Tapu Bulu answered and took off. "Hold on, you two, we're heading home," Ziggy told Mo as they flew through the air again. Mo managed to lift one of Aaron's ribbons and tried to tell him to shut up, and also he's very aware what is going on right now. Instead he had to cough up. It hurt as well. He normally would be in huge stress due to the height right now, but at the moment this was the least of his care. In his state, he wouldn't have cared if he was dropped. Mo had no real memory about what was happening for the next minutes, maybe even hours. What he could remember was during the whole time, summoned up, Mo just wished it all to be over. Tapu Bulu and Ziggy May said some things, but Mo did not listen. Later, to Mo, this time it had happened, but then again not. Later, when Mo could remember clearer again, he looked up with his weak and heavy head. They seemingly were longer in ultra space, he thought. It was dawning, the sky shining in a bright orange. The adventurers looked in surprise as they arrived, all covered in bruises and wounds, and overall in worse shape than before. Charlotte and the entire of Team Yellow were the only ones missing, but some Magnemite and Officer Magnezone were present as well as Amy's mother. And so were two other Pokémon Mo had never seen, Pokémon similar to Tapu Bulu and Tapu Koko. Both were girly looking, one pink wearing some kind of shell, the other one purple and fish-like. Tapu Bulu put down Mo and Aaron and Ziggy jumped right off the Guardian's back. Nai wanted to approach the Pikachu, but the fish-like Pokémon faster and snapped at Tapu Bulu. "Where have you been, and where is Tapu Koko?" she argued with him. Tapu Bulu may had expected a warmer welcome. Everyone were happy to see them back, but this joy faded really fast when they saw in what condition Aaron's body was. Heidi, even though her condition wasn't that good herself, rushed over, ignoring the guardians next to them. "Aaron, can you hear me?" she asked him as she kneeled down and put her hand on his head to check if he is conscious or not. Mo wanted to confirm this, but could only do this by moaning and looking directly in her eyes. "Necrozma got the stone," Tapu Bulu explained to the other guardian as the third one was looking on with the adventurers from afar. Tapu Koko took the chosen one and his two partners and went after him. "They need our help." The purple guardian's anger quickly faded and turned into shock. "This is bad. Really bad," the pink one said to herself out loud. Then what are we waiting for? The purple one declared, turned back to the pink one and signaled her to come over. You two going to be alright? Tapu Bulu glimpsed down to Ziggy and Mo lying next to him while being examined by the Chansey. Ziggy gave him a thumb up. Hilarious, who stood behind Officer Magnezone, shoved him aside and rushed over to the Guardians, seemingly fed up. We want to help, too, Hilarious demanded as he stepped forward in an almost threatening way. The Pink Guardian and the Purple Guardian remained silent. No, Tapu Bulu then simply answered, like a mother refusing her child to eat candy before dinner. No time, too dangerous, and you would only slow us down. Hilarious still stood there. He was shacking and seemingly at the brim of attacking the three. You have to take care of yourselves now, the Pink Guardian said, but unlike Tapu Bulu showing no signs of remorse. Together they vanished into the portal like Mo and the others did before, leaving the adventurers behind, confused, afraid, worried. Hilarious stomped on the ground really hard in his anger before joining the others again and sat on the grass fed up, while Ziggy finally approached his fellow teammates. He hugged Naya and she began to cry. Richard was standing next to them and held distance. He remembered what had happened before and what he did, and he felt ashamed. Ziggy, forgive him. One of the Poniard rushed over to Heidi and handed an oran berry. Remain calm and eat this, Heidi told Mo and put the berry in Aaron's mouth. He began to chew slowly. It was hurting when he opened Aaron's jaw to do so. Not long after eating the berry, one of his eyes began to blink. While one eye remained bright and glowing yellow, the other one changed from yellow to light blue and back again to yellow without rhythm. Eventually not only felt Mo strong again to stand up, but Aaron got conscious. What happened? He asked. He looked around confused and tried to get up. It was still hurting badly, so he kept laying. Heidi was glad to see Aaron was awake and able to talk. Too much to explain. But you sure made quite a trip before. She laughed. I've had a crazy dream, Aaron told her. It wasn't a dream. Mo immediately interrupted him and once again creating the illusion Aaron was talking to himself. Aaron's eyes ripped open the moment he realized it was still all real. You need to rest, Heidi told them. She seemed to be confused over the short conversation just now but believed it was due to the stress. He put her tiny hand on his head, but Mo took it away again with Aaron's paw. Where is Charlotte? Mo asked her. The whole time after they arrived he did not saw her and feared the worst. Heidi suddenly got awfully quiet and looked worried. Even though there was some distance between them and the other adventurers, everyone noticed what Mo just asked and got quiet as well. Ziggy was the only one who noticed the sudden change of atmosphere and looked more confused and awkward than shocked and saddened. Everyone seemingly waited for someone else to say something. She's over there with, Heidi broke the silence, her voice was quiet. Out of nowhere she hugged Mo and Aaron tightly, very tightly. Oh Aaron, I'm so sorry. There was nothing we could do anymore. Both Mo and Aaron struggled to get away. I know, Mo rudely told her. He later realized he, or rather Aaron, may looked heartless and not caring that moment. I need to see them. Heidi let go. Mo could see her eyes watering and did not know how to feel that moment. Everyone already knew Mo was a casualty, but then again he wasn't really. He kind of feared he could get in trouble if he somehow managed to get himself back in himself. Heidi pointed to behind the ruined house next to the path to the luminous cave. Despite the pain he slowly made his way to her, with Heidi insisting to support him in case he broke down again. And there she sat, at the spot where Mo found Aaron before traveling to Ultra Space. She was rocking back and forth, holding Mo's lifeless body, quietly sobbing. She was not crying, not anymore, and her eyes were swollen and red. Aaron panicked for a moment when he saw it. Mo did not blame him at all. Heidi left them alone with her and Mo's body. Charlotte, please don't cry, Mo tried to comfort her. He stroked over her head, her fluffy fur. He himself could not hold in his tears. Aaron had nothing to do with his action. Everything will be all right. I promise. Charlotte began to sob even harder. He sat down next to her. Aaron hugged her with his ribbons. Mo noticed her log was missing. She did not even took it with her to this spot. They sat together for a while in silence and hoped for Team Red to return soon. Mo wanted to tell her he's fine, that he is right next to her. But would she believe it? What a strange this that had happened to him. But couldn't this also work in reverse? His spirit was kind of ejected from his body as it died. Maybe it would again with Aaron if he just tried hard. He had to try. Hopefully this will work, and hopefully Aaron would not be harmed if he did. Sharing Aaron's spirit in Mo's body would be hell. Charlotte? I need to try something, but you need to let go of him. It's only a minute, Mo told her. He wiped away his tears and tried to get himself together while saying it. Okay? Charlotte seemed uneasy hearing this. She did not look at them as Mo said it. Finally, she gave Mo a kiss on his fake forehead and handed the body over. The moment Aaron and Mo held it, she rushed away to the rest of the guild. She returned shortly after with her log clutched tight. What are you intending? Aaron asked. Aaron, I need to be in complete control now. If possible, try to eject me somehow or something. Mo answered, and he carefully and with a bit of horror and disgust held and focused on his empty body. At the same time the other guild members noticed that something was going on and went to check. First they sent Fabius over to investigate, then he signaled the others that they should come and see. Mo began to tense up and to moan as well in the process, and so probably did Aaron. From someone on the outside it rather looked like Aaron was trying to either make his eyes pop out of his skull or forcing himself to vomit by pure willpower while holding the dead body of his friend. To Mo it at least felt like it. Aaron, what are you doing? Nia asked him from the side. Ziggy whispered something into her ear. Mo did not know what it was. He probably told her what it going on, but when he was done talking, Nia had an expression of pure speechlessness and confusion on her face, and she slowly turned her head to the Pikachu and looked at him as she was asking him if he were for real. I think he lost it, Fabius commented. He stood right next to her and did not notice her, according to Ziggy, priceless expression. I think I know what he's trying to do, Amy's mother said. She was both fascinated and horrified herself. But I cannot believe it myself. Then, something started to happen. Like Mo sometimes did before the last days, a dark aura began to rise from Aaron's body, surprising everyone but Ziggy. His yellow eye began to glow bright, brighter than before, and Aaron's other, blue eye, soon changed again to glowing yellow as well. Hey, Aaron? Gandalf wanted to say. Right then, the sky began to slowly darken, just slowly fading of color and light. Very slowly but steady. Mo did not took any notice of this, but knew he was getting somewhere. So he tried to do it harder what he was doing now. He began to scream, not in Aaron's voice, in Mo's demonic voice. Everyone, even Ziggy now, were horrified by now. The power of plums compels you. The power of plums compels you. Richard began to chant, picked up some pebbles and threw them at Mo and Aaron. Aaron, whatever you are doing, stop. Gandalf panicked. No one dared to step in. Mo didn't know how and he never dared to try again, but he managed to get into some kind of trance, a state of mind where only three things existed: Aaron's body, his own body, and his soul. Nothing else, only darkness and emptiness. No time and no space. Even though he did not move, Mo saw his body getting closer and closer towards him. Then total darkness for 2 seconds. Mo felt a sudden stinging pain in his heart and lungs. He panicked and gasped for air. At the same time he ripped open his eyes and saw 2 glowing, yellow eyes, fading into a light blue. He saw Aaron from another point of view, his own. He did it. He then noticed the burning pain on his skin he had before he passed was still there. He shouted out in pain. All this, in just a second or three. Everyone were in a shock, some even screamed. Heidi's eyes rolled back and she even simply fainted. Genghis caught her before she hit the ground. It still hurts, Mo shouted in his state. Aaron let go of Mo, letting him fall face first on the ground, and looked like he spaced out. Ziggy began to laugh and applaud. No one, not even his own teammates, could understand why. Hilarious approached Mo carefully. When Mo got up from falling, he stepped back a little. What's going on? We thought you were dead. The guild master and sounded really upset. I was. Mo answered in his own surprise. He checked if he really was back again. Yes he was. Hey? Someone just made a light, female voice, making a sound almost like a hiccup. Hey. Next to the guild master, behind him, stood Charlotte. She was trembling, smiling with her mouth slightly open, and apparently this is what he laughter sounded like. Mo felt awkward facing her, now alive and well. Well, almost well. Sorry for making you sad, Mo said to her. He did not know anything else to tell her quickly. Then, Charlotte rolled over towards him a few times and without warning launched herself directly at the Mimikyu, so hard. As she got her hand on him, they made a backward somersault with them landing again on Charlotte's behind, sitting on the ground while holding Mo up and hugging him tightly. Very, very tightly. Mo's awkwardness and his pain from his skin vanished and were replaced by an even stronger pain caused by her pure force, only comparable by that time she kind of shattered his claw with her log. Mo felt himself dying again from suffocation. Charlotte. Mo gasped and began tapping on her back with his claw desperately, begging her to stop. She eventually did it, not so hard anymore. Mo hugged her as well. He wanted her to tell her he was sorry for what had happened, but it did not come to it. The moment was disturbed by a strange sound. As if someone was brainstorming his breakfast really hard. That moment Mo also noticed Aaron was missing now. He was on the other side of the path, his head between the shrubbery and vomiting hard. He was now the point of interest to everyone all of a sudden. Aaron, are you okay? Mo asked, worried. Charlotte wanted to know as well what was going on and held Mo a little lighter. He turned them both in a way so he could see. Aaron stopped, then turned around. He looked awful, tired and teary eyes, breathing heavily and some kind of thick, black liquid around his snout. It's pitch black, he cried in agony. Why is it pitch black? His cheeks went puffy and he quickly turned back around and kept doing what he was doing before. I'm so sorry, Aaron, Mo told him. No problem, Aaron added during a short break. The guild as well as the police were confused of what just happened and what was going on now. Half of the guild were not even really sure if Mo was dead in the first place. Only a handful of Pokémon checked on him, which was not so easy when the body to examine is being hugged by someone refusing interaction with others. After Aaron finished emptying himself, he was the center of attention. The other adventurers asked him how he did this. He always answered he did not want to talk about it, and then always glanced over to Mo in a growly way. Out of interest, how was it? You know, on the other side. Hilarious too. The eldest of the guild master's sons asked. Pink, Mo answered. Very pink. Why is the sky still getting darker? Genghis spoke out and looked worried up to the sky. By now it darkened up so much, it looked like it had gotten night. But the sun was still shining, and it also was getting more and more darker. Hilarious. Heidi and some other of the present Pokémon looked over to Aaron and Mo. It had happened while Aaron was seemingly reviving Mo. I'm afraid this has nothing to do with what just happened with me, Mo had to admit. He could only imagine what was going on right now. Team Red. Ziggy concluded. Silence. Worried silence among the adventurers. I hope Amy, Axel and Steve are all right, Amy's mother said. She folded her paws and put them against her forehead. Gengar rushed over to Hilarious. Isn't there anything we can do? The guildmaster looked at his own hand. This was not ordinary darkness anymore that not only darkened the sky, but also the world itself. Mo himself would later call this advanced darkness. Soon, everything faded into black. Darkness and cold. No, Hilarious answered.